Hey everyone, Passo here, and welcome back to another Space Engineers ship review. Today we're going to be looking at well, we're not going to be looking at we're looking at Thunderbird 2, which is from the Thunderbirds, which is it exists in multiple different sort of things, but the sort of main one is like a puppet show sort of thing, little puppets. Anyways, I probably don't need to explain that to you guys. I'm sure my audience isn't like 3-year-olds. Anyways, yeah, so I just saw this on the workshop and thought, wow, this looks pretty cool, so let's look at it. I'll just fly around the outside here. So I've got the big spoiler at the back there, as you can see, very accurate to the show, and yeah, that's very simple, sort of could come off pretty easy. I do just want to sort of state right now that this ship, it's not very practical in the sense of like survival, and it's also not very practical in the sense of practicality, but it looks really cool and it works well enough. So yeah, I'll just say that just to start off with. So at the back here we've got the two sort of main engines here. As you can see, they've just got the grey and red paint on them, and this is just using, I believe this is the concrete paint skin that they've used on here for the flat sort of color there, which is again like accurate to the show. It's probably a little bit lighter green than what it normally would be, but I don't think anyone's really too bothered about that. We've got a sign here saying warning jet blast, as you can see, because we've got two large engines at the back here. We've also got some atmospheric thrusters hidden in the spoiler here to help us speed up and slow down. There are also some little hydrogen thrusters like hidden there, so we've got one at the back here for the sidewards thrust, and that's also on the other side, and then we have a lot of upwards thrust, as you can see there. What else? We've also got these little atmospheric thrusters that are sort of tucked in there, and that is also repeated on the other side here as well. And we've got a little sort of window there that you can see. Doesn't really provide too much visibility, but again, as I said, it's not very practical, but it's accurate. We've also got the little pod in the middle here, which we'll look at in a moment's time. So that can drop down just like the show. Looks very cool, very awesome. And we've got the number 2 here to indicate Thunderbird number 2. And I didn't see this button before, but hinge door reverse. I imagine... Oh, okay, wow, right. Well, that's pretty cool. I didn't know that. Yeah, okay, well that sort of changes what I was going to say about entering the thing. But yeah, that's alright. So we've got that little hatch there. That's pretty cool how that does that. We'll just close that back down. Fits in very snugly as well. You can almost not even tell it is not a part of the ship there, of course, except for with the exception of the hinge there. I do like the way the numbers have been done on this thing, using the armor plates. Also here we've got a T, and I guess that is supposed to be the little Thunderbirds logo, I assume. Not too sure, but yep, very cool nonetheless. At the bottom here, you can't really see with all this sort of smoke here, but we've got the landing gears, so they will raise and go down, so we'll have a bit more of a look at those in a moment's time. But for now, I think we all just want to see what's on the inside here. So we've got this nice little red and yellow sort of paint bit here that's, I guess, indented in the sort of hull there. We've also got nice use of the armor plates there to just sort of show that sort of how it's like wrapping around and stuff around the interior there. So it looks very nice. Upon entering, you'll see we're sort of just in like this little, I guess, lobby area. This is kind of like the main sort of part of the ship, which leads to all different sort of sections and stuff. So we've got a cryopod here, which, seeing that the Thunderbirds are sort of like a rescue agency, I guess you could put like a sick person in there or something like that. We've also got some red and yellow like tubes going across here using the cylinders, and we've also got a, I don't know quite what you'd call this color, this like browny color, but it's very industrial and looks pretty nice. Moving on, we've got this nice little doorway here using some different arches and stuff, slopes, and we've got a little stairwell down there, which we'll look at in a moment. We've also got this room. This is the other side of the sort of like, I guess, I wouldn't call it an airlock, seeing it isn't an airlock, but yeah, it's just the other side here. So we've got a survival kit here and a little button panel, not too much else going on. Nice little use of the black neon, well, the neon tubes, and they're painted black. They look like cables. Again, adds to the industrial look of this thing so far. Over here we've got what looks like some pistons, which I imagine are just for sort of like cosmetic look, although there is this thing here. Oh wow, okay, well, Oh dear, okay, I think that's going to break something. I should probably just get up there real quick. I'll just show you the top part here while we're here. Okay, well that's very cool. We'll look at that in a moment's time, but yeah, so this is the bridge up here. I'll just turn the light off there so you can see what that looks like. I might just lower that for the time being and just close that. We'll look back on that soon. I didn't know that was a thing. That's very cool. But yeah, so this is the main bridge here. Again, this is sort of like another sort of like iconic sort of main bit of the ship here. Got the classic 2 seats, as this is a 2-man vessel here. And we've got a little sort of like passenger seat in the back there. We've got some computers over here, and we've got some little gyroscopes there and some more here. I wouldn't be surprised if these are the only gyroscopes on the actual ship, because it does turn pretty poorly when you're stationary. You do have to be moving, although I think that might also just be due to a lack of sideward thrust. But yeah, we've also got a little sound thing which I haven't inspected before. That's just a red alert there. We can stop the red alert, and there's nothing there. Would have been cool if that played the Thunderbirds theme. Not sure if that's possible in this game, so yeah, I don't know. Maybe someone can figure that one out. But at the back here, we've got 3 little seats here. I guess this is just sort of like a, I don't know, either like a brig area or just somewhere to have people sit. Not too sure, but we can just close the door there. While I'm up here, I suppose I should look at this. So yeah, it turns out apparently we can open this door here, and if I stand here, we can turn this little platform on and it will go up, and there you go. We're on the exterior here. Very nice. So I guess if that you need to come out and do like repairs and stuff like that, you can come out and do that. So that's pretty cool. For now, we'll just go back down. Nice little elevator. I've been seeing a lot more pistons and stuff being used in builds. I think Keen's really done a bit to sort of fix the jankiness of it. Then again, I don't know how that would work in a sort of survival situation where you've maybe got a lot more going on. Who would know? But yeah, one thing I do want to say is to get up to the 2nd floor, there is this ladder way thing here, or ladder chute that you can use, but it doesn't really work that well. For example, I've just gone to the top ladder here. If I just click F, it's just going to put me back on the ground there. You've sort of got to use your jetpack to get up there. So again, not all that practical, but again, it's just, it looks cool, so who cares. Here's the cool part of the ship, however. As you can see, we've got this little doorway here, 2 little doors, and for those who know what the Thunderbird 2 is designed to do, you'll probably realize why this is like got a little separate gap here. So we'll just close this door here. So this is like the little cargo container sort of storage area for the Thunderbird 2 sort of thing. It's like its main thing. It would fly places and like drop little like ships off or something. I think Thunderbird 4, which was like a submarine thing, it would often be housed inside here. So yeah, nothing in here at the moment, so I guess you can always just fill that up yourself with something. But I'll just show the ship flying around first, and then we'll sort of try and see if we can use this thing in action here, like raise the actual ship, and we can deploy this cargo thing here, because that's a whole thing. So I'll just get back up to the bridge up here. Now you can use either seat here, left or right, it doesn't matter. I checked, there's no like main cockpit or anything. They're all the same. So we'll just go through the buttons here. This is a front camera view, and I'll just show you that. There you go, right at the front, looking at the mountain there. Number 2, if I can just move my camera around. Sorry, number 3, that will change the wings to the, I guess, like landed position. So if I click number 4, that will unlock them. I can click 3. As you can see, the wings will go up there, and then I click 4, that's locked in. Press 4 again, press 3, unlocked, potato, patata. There you go, vice versa. Now if I click at number 6, you'll see that it will raise the actual ship there, as you can see, very nice. And number 7 will do the landing gear. So I haven't actually practiced how to deploy the thing, the inside little pod bit, before, so we're just going to try that out now. So what I imagine you're going to have to do is click 6 to lower the landing gear. Then you're probably going to want to click 9, which has just gone and done something. I think that has deployed the little interior thing. I don't like the sounds I'm hearing right now, and I can't look around. Let me just go into F7 and F8. I think something might have gone awry. Okay, for some reason it just worked all of a sudden. But yeah, as you can see, that was a little bit janky. I'm not sure if that was up to user error, but as you can see there, we've just lifted the main ship up there, and you can see that the little pod bit there is deployed. So if we go back into first person, we can go into third person then, if I can move the camera about. No? Okay, looks like I'm just going to have to click 7, which will unlock the landing gear, and I'm just going to fly up. So there you go, we've just dropped off that little pod there, and I don't think it really makes too much of a difference having the pod in there or not, so I might just show you how it flies around now. As you can see, it's like empty now. You've got some like tubing sort of details on the grey bit there. I don't know if you can see that with the YouTube compression or not, but I'll just show you how it flies. So this is it going forward. This is it slowing down. Here is us reversing, and that's slowing down there. This is how fast it goes up. Not all that fast, as I said again, and I keep repeating this, not the most practical, but again, it's just like, it looks cool if you're trying to do like RP or something like that, or even for like a machinima. Now, as I said with the turning, it isn't all that great. Like, I'm just trying to turn to the left right now, we're not really going anywhere. Turn to the right, I'm moving my mouse across my like standard size mouse pad. We're not going anywhere. Even if I do it nice and slowly, it doesn't really make a difference. However, when we have the thrusters on moving forward, as you can see, we turn a lot more quicker there. And I do believe that has to do with the lack of sideward thrust there. As you can see, we're still sort of just drifting very slowly. So I wouldn't want to be using this in like tight spots or somewhere where you're having to do a lot of maneuvers, just because it does turn very slow. As you can see, it rotates all right there. But yeah, we'll just bring it over here and park it down. We'll have a look at the pod there. So with the wings, I might just tuck them in real quick, and we'll just lock those in place. And I do believe this has ties at the bottom. No, it doesn't. Okay, we'll just deploy the landing gear there, just so we don't smack onto anything and destroy anything, because we do need to keep this in somewhat of a state so that we can crash it at the end of the video here. So we'll just exit out of there, and we may as well use the little pod thing here. One thing to probably be careful of is you don't want to probably squash yourself there, so make sure you do open that little lid there. Anyways, here's our little Thunderbird 2 pod thing. As you can see, it's got a hinge there, so I do believe this door opens over here. We'll just go to this little control panel here, and it doesn't look like it's given us anything here, and it doesn't look like anything is attached. I imagine that's because we're supposed to do these buttons. What am I doing? Silly passo. So we've got hinge reverse and hinge lock, so we'll turn the hinge lock off, then we'll click hinge reverse. Now this ramp will go down. It's cool that the door does that, but we'll close that. And yeah, then you can load your car and whatnot up there. So that's pretty cool. I might even just see if I can get a little car just to drive in there. These are all my little personal builds, just pretend you didn't see any of them. And let's see, I know I've got some cars in here somewhere. You know what, we've got this little goofy thing, we'll just put that in there. This little like chicken walker thing I downloaded off the workshop a while ago. So I do believe I click 1 and then we'll start walking. No, okay, not too sure what is going on there. I thought you just had to click 1 with this thing and then it would it walked automatically, but I guess not. Okay, anyways, this is sort of Thunderbird-esque. We'll just walk our way in there, spamming 1. Okay, there you go. So we'll pretend that's Thunderbird 4 there. That's parked in there. Then you could put this ramp up and then it would smash around and destroy the thing. So yeah, there you go. Pretty cool. We got some nice little yellow beam blocks up there, sort of matching with the yellow and green color scheme that's going on. And I'll just show that the ramp can go up. As you can see, that looks like it's very, very, very slowly going up. Okay, it might have just been a bit heavy for that one hinge there, but there you go, and it's all locked in and you can like take off and whatnot. So I think I might just crash the main ship now. If I can exit out of this thing, that'd be great. I'll just go through this little door. I'll actually just show you guys what this looks like. There you go. It's got some gyroscopes in there from the looks of things, and the merge block over there. So we'll just enter back into the cockpit now, put down our little elevator, and close the little hatch. Thank you. Okay, well, I'll be back in a moment when we're at crash height, and I'll see you in a moment. Be right back. Alright, so I've just brought Thunderbird 2 up here to the, I don't know, atmosphere, I suppose, not really. And yeah, so I think I might just crash it into the actual pod. I feel like that's a bit of a unique crash, you know, a unique ship for a unique crash. So we'll just go into third person here, and hopefully I can try and aim this correctly. Oh, no, okay, I missed that by quite a bit. So the fact that we barely took any damage, I'm just going to retry that. We'll just adjust our aim there. And try that again. Okay, that should be good. Should get up to enough speed. And there we go. That's a bit more of a crash that I was hoping for. Looks like we've got some like phasing with the blocks here. Don't know how I'm gonna get out. I just guess I can sneak through here. No, I guess I can't. Okay, well, it looks like I am just trapped in the Thunderbird 2 forever now, and all my videos will now just be in spectator camera. But yeah, as you can see, it has, well, it continues to crash somehow. Looks like it's just fused through. Not quite sure what's going on there. Hopefully it'll end soon so we can just look at the damage. Okay, it seems to just be sort of like crashing. It's like the after crash, I guess. Yeah, I think if we just go into the sort of pod thing here, container, you can see that our little thing I put in here is all safe. This is the nose of the Thunderbird 2 here, and it looks like it's just absolutely torn through the roof there. And this is the floor. Okay, so it doesn't look like too much has gone in here. Oh wait, sorry, I missed an entire room. This was the front room, by the way. This is where the little lobby was before this existed. There wasn't really anything in there, it was just these seats. But yeah, sorry, my bad. Oh, it looks like we've actually lost the, yeah, we've lost the door that was there, that attached to the pod. And it doesn't look like we've, we lost the med kit, so good luck trying to respawn. And this is the bridge up here where I am. You can't quite really tell what's going on. Looks like we've lost a bit of the, well, all of the bridge at the front here. You can't really tell though because it's all like merged in. I'm sure you guys are getting an absolute headache looking at that, so I'm just going to stop moving the camera around. But yeah, I'll just teleport my little man here and we'll just go and do this. Yeah, well, that's going to be all for today's video. If you enjoyed, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. A lot of you aren't subscribed but watch my videos regularly, so if that's one of you, I'd really appreciate if you could. It really sort of helps motivate, well, it helps motivate me, and it sort of helps me know if I'm actually going in the right direction with things. So yeah, have a good day and see ya.